Hey guys, it's LukeMan97. Welcome back to another video in World of Warships Blitz. And today, instead of reviewing a premium ship, I decided we will review a tech tree ship, which usually, I have more premium ships to review actually. I just thought I'd do a tech tree ship this week. And we're looking at the German carrier August von Parseval. And this is part of the German tech line of carriers that they recently added. And basically, obviously, this ship didn't exist. Like, the German carrier that came the closest to existing was actually the Tier 7 Premium Graf Zeppelin. This one was actually getting built by the Germans, but then their shipbuilding priorities changed to submarines instead. So, yeah, that's the one that came closest to existing. But basically, as far as the history goes, it says this was a draft design for a large high-speed aircraft carrier based on the Graf Zeppelin class and equipped with diesel propulsion plant, which I'm assuming the Graf Zeppelin class was equipped with oil propulsion, I don't know, and a different combination of armaments. The Graf Zeppelin has heavy armaments. This thing still has decent armaments, but not as heavy as the Graf Zeppelin. But yeah, so the German line of carriers is a little bit different than other countries. Obviously, if you look at something like the U.S., you'll see that they have an entire line of carriers, whereas the German carrier line, they skip a tier. So that's useful in progressing, but it also costs a lot more. Like, if you compare the U.S. Tier 10 Midway costs only 400, basically 400 ship XP. The German Tier 10 Manfred von Richthofen costs 620k ship XP. So yeah, that's how they balance that out, I guess. So, basically, as far as this goes, I haven't upgraded the ship fully yet, but as far as elite bonus, I'd probably go with elite ground service, because dive bombers are the majority of your armament planes. It's not like the Indomitable where it doesn't have torpedo bombers, but it'd be nice to get less preparation time, so I'd probably do that for elite bonus, but both of them can be really useful on this ship. As far as camouflage, you can get the historic camo, which looks like this, and it adds ship hit points, bomb damage, torpedo damage, and reduces your surface detection a bit. But I don't know how many people around have like 3,500 gold lying around and want to use that on a camo for a ship, but it's up to you. So we're just going to be rolling with this camo, because this camo that I have right now is more for a destroyer with the torpedo stuff. So, or actually, now that I think about it, let's actually roll with this because it'll give us better torpedo damage maybe on the planes. I don't know. As far as battle honors, the first one, you win 15 battles, you get some ship XP and money. Second one, you cause citadel damage 120 times, and you get some ship XP, money, and shipyard resources, which you guys might be saying, well, Luke, how do you cause citadel damage in an aircraft carrier? Because most aircraft carriers have HE bombs that set fires and stuff like that. Well, I'll tell you guys in a minute how you cause citadel damage. Mission 3, destroy 80 enemy aircraft with your fighter squadrons, or shoot them down with your AA, I guess. And you get ship XP, money, and shipyard resources. Fourth mission, destroy 75 enemy ships. Basically the same thing. XP, money, resources. But as you can see, there's a lot more missions here than there was on the premium ships. That's just the way it is. On premium ships, there's only like 2 battle honors that are pretty easy, whereas on here, there's like 4 of them. On tech tree ships, there's 4 of them, because you want to get that ship XP. As far as skills and things, this is actually how you cause citadel damage. All the German aircraft carriers, except for the Tier 6 Premium Ewig Löwenhot, hope I'm saying that right, Ewig Löwenhot, I think it is. But anyways, all of the German aircraft carriers, except for the Ewig Löwenhot, have armor-piercing bombs. And it's the only country to have armor-piercing bombs, actually. So armor-piercing bombs, they have stronger penetration power, but they can't set fires, obviously. So you can do citadels with armor-piercing bombs if you get lucky. Like, once I got really lucky and I double citadeled an Amagi, which kind of makes sense because an Amagi is, well, if you guys don't know what it is, it's the Tier 8 Japanese, quotes, battleship. It's more of a battle cruiser design, but yeah, this is what I did to it. But yeah, battle cruisers are known for having thin deck armor, so it would make sense why I could double Citadel and Amagi. But yeah, I got very, very lucky there. But basically, yeah, armor-piercing bombs, you can get lucky in Citadel stuff, but they're kind of useless against destroyers. They do damage destroyers' modules, which is useful, but sometimes they do over-penetrations instead of the HE bomb, which doesn't do over-penetrations, which doesn't really make sense to me, because it makes sense with a shell doing over-penetration, because it would go through the fuselage instead of exploding. But it doesn't really make sense for a bomb to do that. You'd think it'd be more lethal, because if it over-penetrated, you'd think it'd go out the bottom and make a huge hole. But I don't know. I guess that's the game's logic. So they're useful against like cruisers and battleships sometimes, but sometimes they have problems with destroyers. As far as the armament, you know, the guns and whatever, we have auto secondaries, which Germany, again, is the only country that has auto secondaries on their aircraft carriers. So, and this is all the armament you get. You don't get any primary main guns, just auto secondaries, which I'm okay with, actually, because that was one of the annoying things. I tried the U.S. carrier line, but I kind of gave up on that because I got tired of the independence and not having very good guns or aircraft. But basically, I'm okay with not having primary guns because it's one less thing to worry about with an aircraft carrier, because you already have to worry about two things: your aircraft, obviously, and maneuvering your ship. Bombers, you just send them off. Fighters, just keep them around you or use them to scout. But torpedo bombers, you kind of have to baby. So the auto secondaries are very useful if you're like running from a destroyer and you don't want to like man your guns, you know. And having them aft and front is really useful if you're like running from a destroyer or something. So that's the auto secondaries, and they're only 105 millimeter. They have 6 double turrets. You can see them here, 3 in the front, 3 in the back. And they don't actually have the best fire chance at 1%. I have set fires in them before, because, you know, they fire really quick, and so especially in a bot battle, if you rush forward and they're just firing crazy amounts of shells, you're going to get fires eventually. So I do get some fires. And they only have a 4-second reload time, which is pretty good. And a 6.77 kilometer range is really, really good for auto secondaries. Like, even, I think that's around the range, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be around the range that the Atlantico secondaries, auto secondaries are. So, yeah. And and this thing also gets the secondary overload 2 charges of it. So basically that increases the gun reload speed and firing range by 25% for 20 seconds. So that increases the 6.77 kilometer range, which makes it even more deadly, and increases the reload, which is already down to 4 seconds. So that's pretty good. And it also gets defensive AA2, which increases large caliber AA damage and small caliber AA damage. So, and this thing actually has a decent AA. So as far as stats, got decent amount of hit points, 32,000. Citadel protection, not very good damage reduction, but it's an aircraft carrier, so what do you expect? Not much armor. And as far as maneuverability, these aircraft carriers in the tech tree are quick. This thing goes 31 knots top speed, and yeah, we already talked about the secondary guns. As far as dive bombers, this thing has, and torpedo bombers actually, this thing has the Phi 167, which I'm not too familiar with older generation warplanes, so tell me down below in the comments if you know anything about these. But I know that, I think these planes, what I remember hearing is that these planes were like manufactured for an aircraft carrier, but they were never used for an aircraft carrier. They might have been used though, I think they were real planes though. You get 24 in the hangars and 2 squadrons of 4, which is not too bad. Bomb damage is okay. Torpedo bombers, you get 15 in the hangar, 1 squadron of 5, and obviously only 1 torpedo per plane. And then as far as the fighters, they are BF 109Ts, which I think these were real planes. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know just about nothing about these planes. But I believe the BF 109. Oh yeah, they are. I think they were, honestly, because I think I remember hearing about those, Or maybe not. I don't know. Just correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they were real. So you get 15 in the hangar, 2 squadrons of 3, which it's really nice to have 2 squadrons, because if you're playing in a division with someone else, and you can always send one of your fighter squadrons to protect them, and also you can scout in 2 different directions, so that's kind of useful to have 2 squadrons. I'd rather have 2 squadrons of fighters, honestly, than a big squadron of fighters. As far as AA, it is actually very good at AA, honestly, for a carrier this tier. So it has 259 small caliber AA damage and 181 large caliber. I think the large caliber are those auto secondaries, because I think they're dual purpose, and then the small caliber are just the little guns scattered around. But as far as concealment, 9.97 kilometers, it's better than some battleships, which is something to say for how large this thing is. But yeah, and by the way, let's go ahead and compare this thing real quick to the Tier 8 U.S. carrier Lexington, because I just want to see how it compares as far as AA, because U.S. is known as an AA nation. Well, very good at AA. So let's compare it to Lexington. And here's another thing, okay? This is another reason why I quit the U.S. ones, because the U.S. and even the British, I don't think, and even maybe the Japanese, don't get any ship skills on their carriers. You rarely ever see ship skills on a carrier. It's German and premium ones that normally have it. So, yeah. So, that's another reason. Better survivability. Let's see. So, actually, looks like the Lexington has better large caliber AA, but actually the small cal is better. Small cal in range is better on the Auguste von Parseval. I think if we look at the Lexington, that we can probably see, yeah, those are the main guns on the Lexington, those dual purpose turrets. I think those are like secondaries for battleships too. This is where it gets the better small caliber damage. Or no, did the Lexington have better small or large caliber? I think it had better large caliber. Yeah, it has better large caliber, which makes sense because these 127 mil basically battleship secondaries would be good for, and I think it gets some other secondaries too, so that's why. But let's go ahead and compare it to the Graf Zeppelin real quick, just for fun, because they're both it says that the Auguste was a Graf Zeppelin design. Obviously the Graf Zeppelin gets secondary overload 2 as well, but it only gets 1 charge of it versus the Auguste 2. The Graf Zeppelin actually gets sonar 2 and precise aiming, which you guys might be wondering why. I'll show you in a minute. But, and obviously the Auguste gets the defensive AA. So basically, actually Auguste has more hit points. Actually not too much more than Graf Zeppelin, but it is a tier ahead. Better armor as well on Auguste. Graf Zeppelin goes faster, but Auguste is more maneuverable. This is why you get precise aiming on the Graf Zeppelin, because it has 150 millimeter main guns. That's bigger than battleship secondaries, usually. And then which those are like, I'm not very good at millimeters to inches for us Americans, but I think, because the battleship secondaries are like 5-inch guns, I think, destroyer guns, so I think these are probably something like 6-inch guns, probably, yeah. So, and they're very, very effective. The Graf Zeppelin has a lot of firepower, and it gets auto secondaries as well. The same setup as the Auguste, the same exact secondaries, I think, except the Auguste reloads faster and has a better range, a way better range. The Graf Zeppelins are only 4 kilometers. The Auguste is 7.25 kilometers. So, yeah, crazy auto secondaries, but the Graf Zeppelin probably doesn't get as many auto secondaries because they know the main guns are OP. But yeah, you don't want to rush the Graf Zeppelin in a destroyer or whatever. But this isn't about the Graf. This is about... So the Graf gets different planes. The Ju 870-87C. The Auguste gets more planes, and better damage and health. Then in the torpedo bombers, the Auguste has more planes, better preparation time, better health, better torpedo speed. But the Graf Zeppelin actually does more torpedo damage. The fighters, everything is better on the Auguste for fighters, except for the fighters per squadron. Well, no, actually it's not better, because the Graf Zeppelin has 1 squadron of 6 fighters. We have 2 squadrons of 3, which is the same thing, basically. So, the August is better. As far as AA, the August, the large caliber is only slightly better, because, I don't know why, really, but yeah. And the small caliber and small caliber range is better on the, much better on the, August, which I think the reason why is probably because the Graf Zeppelin doesn't have as many small AA guns, because it has more like big artillery, so that's probably why. And they have the same exact surface detection. By the way, the Graf Zeppelin also has AP bombs. That's why it still has AP bombs as well. The only German carrier that doesn't, I think, is the Erich Löwenhaupt. As far as equipment, I haven't put any on, but honestly, in the first one, I'd probably put... You could get the preparation time down more with the elite bonus. Honestly, I might just do either carrier hangar. Definitely not the first 2 ones, because those are just for a specific plane. But I'd probably either go with these 3. These 3 are the best ones, I'd say. We already have the elite bonus for this, so I probably wouldn't go with the ground service, but I'd probably go with carrier hangar modification 3, because you know, you get more planes, and that's useful if they're getting shot down. The next slot, probably, I don't know, maybe the deck protection mod, or maybe, no, I don't really need more AA, probably deck protection mod, because either that or traverse acceleration. But probably deck protection, because I'm always getting set on fire in these. Slot 3, probably go with, I don't think there's any that get the secondaries better range. Probably go with propulsion modification. That's usually what I go with in that slot, because it makes it go faster. As far as commander skills, the first one, usually go with this on normal ships, the underwater protection, but I actually went with this because it makes your aircraft return faster. Second slot, I chose battlefield support, which gives us an extra defensive AA, and sonar, which the sonar is not useful on the August von Parseval, but this skill is actually very useful on the German carrier line if you're training a captain, because as you can see, it's not on the August, but on the Manfred, I clicked on the wrong thing, on the Manfred von Richthofen, it actually gets sonar, so that skill is very useful there. So I'd probably recommend that. Slot 3, we have the High Alert, which reduces damage control kit. Slot 4, I usually go with Victorious Charge on all regular ships, but I actually went with Defensive AA because we have the Defensive AA. Slot 5, the Repair, HP recovered from hit points. Slot 6, I actually went with the Recon and Surveillance for sonar. This isn't my original setup. I reset the commander a while ago. But that's actually, like, you know, for the August von Parseval, when we get it, it helps. Slot 7, I went with Dogfight Specialist, which makes our fighters better. Slot 8, I'm probably going to obviously go with Extinguisher, because none of the other things really help too much. Slot 9, probably Demolition Expert, because so you can knock out modules more on destroyers. Slot 10, obviously, probably Compartment Maintenance, because you don't get battle medals very often. Slot 9, definitely Dauntless Dive, because obviously it's an aircraft carrier and we don't have a main battery, so it's kind of useless. Slot 12, probably either Horizontal Protection Expert or Citadel. Probably, honestly, Horizontal Protection Expert would be nice because it would get your fire stuff down. So both of these work because it gives you better Citadel by bombs. But yeah, okay. So I just say both of them if you really wanted to, or you could even go for Giant Hunter, but I don't know if that works with aircraft. So, oh yeah, it says including aviation torpedoes, but they don't do as much damage in the first place as destroyers. So I'd probably recommend the bombs, so the Citadel or the Horizontal, Protection Expert, because you're going to get lit up by Citadels from battleships a lot. So, let's go ahead and get into a battle. Let's see if anyone else wants to come. I don't think they do. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get into a battle then. Show this off to you guys. Which, by the way, guys, while we're waiting, let me explain to you, this channel isn't becoming a strictly World of Warships channel. I promise. I know I've done a couple weeks of only World of Warships content, but don't worry. Next week, I promise I will bring you guys a PC game video. I'm probably going to bring you guys one of the old-fashioned mod reviews that we used to do in BeamNG Drive. We used to do the... It's probably going to be a map review, but yeah, so don't worry. We'll be back with PC games. One of the reasons also why I haven't been doing as much PC recording is I've been doing this game a lot, number one. Number two, Diesel97 actually sold his PC, and he's either going to get a better gaming laptop or a better PC. So that's why I haven't been playing with him either. Alright, we're up against Lexington, Amagi, Tirpitz, Amalfi, Black Amalfi, Kagero, and Benson. So we do have an extra battleship, but they have some better, like, premium ships and stuff. The Tirpitz is literally just a Bismarck with torpedoes. That's all it is. But so let's go ahead and, first of all, get our fighters up to protect us here. Okay, we'll keep those there, and then we're going to get our... I might send one over here to take care of the enemy fighters. We're going to get our dive bombers and torpedo bombers going towards the... over here to scout. Yeah, it does look like he launched his fighter, so I'm going to send Squadron B along with him, the fighter squadron. Because I fully expect to lose those planes to the fighter squadron. I'm just doing that to maybe, like, distract them from my planes. No, they're still shooting at them. Okay, well, I'll just go for the Amagi. See, I did Citadel and Amagi, which, like I said, Amagi's a battle cruiser, so it's relatively easy to Citadel. Oh, shoot, I got in a dogfight. So we did cause flooding. He's probably going to Demicon that. Yeah, he did. So I did lose my fire squadron, but it helped distract the enemy fighters so my normal planes could get away. My bombers and torpedo bombers. So now they're returning. We're going to get... This is my first aircraft carrier review as well. Let's get that up again. I'd like to say I'm a decent carrier player. I'm not, like, the best of the best, but I'd like to say I'm at least decent at it. Let's go ahead and target this Amalfi. He's coming a little bit close. So our team's doing good on the areas, except for the center one, which, actually, no, let's do the Amagi, because we Citadel'd him last time, and he's a bigger target anyways. And this guy, the cruiser, the Amalfi, was kind of going behind a rock as well, so. Oh. Bugger off, fighters. Tired of them messing with my poor aircraft. Yeah, that's kind of a disappointing result. But when you have armor-piercing bombs, it's the same as shells, where you can get bounces, too. So, the Amagi's backing up. Okay, let's 4 torpedoes into him. We've lost some aircraft. Let's see, we have 10 more dive bombers when we launch the squadron. I wish those fighters would leave my bombers alone. You know what? I'm going to send my fighters out to the center. Hopefully they get in a dogfight with the enemy fighters out there. They capture them and maybe get rid of them, because I'm kind of getting tired of getting my planes shot down. I'm going to wait till they get there to send the next wave, because we keep having planes shot down. Okay, it looks like they might be in a dogfight. No, they're... Okay, what? Why are they so stupid? No, you guys come back here. Okay, get in a dogfight. Okay, there you go. Lexington has bigger fighter squadron, but we have more squadrons, so hopefully we can win that. Anyways, well, they're distracted. Let's go ahead and go after the Amagi again. So, okay, we won that. That's good. We'll just leave our fighters there to help protect, maybe. And the Amagi's still backing up, which... Yeah. So... Hey, okay, he's unspotted, but we're on my planes. We'll spot him again. Okay, let's Nice if we could kill him. I don't know if these torpedoes are going to be enough, but that's all 5 into him. Oh, they are. Nice. That's only the first kill. We're behind on kills right now. So, looks like the Amalfi's actually starting to come towards me. Where in the world did I go? Okay. Okay, I might lose that squadron. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose it. Okay, so I'm going to start backing up a bit because... Or actually, maybe I should just stay here probably, yeah. So I lost that squadron of fighters, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start going after the Black Amalfi. He's about at half health, so... Okay, good. Our team is capturing the inner ring. Or actually, no. Let's go after the Amalfi since... no, the Black Amalfi, because he has less health. Okay, the Black Amalfi has actually stopped. Hopefully the Italians don't shoot down too many of my planes. I really don't need that right now. Ugh, there go more of my planes. Yeah, we're going to be out of dive bombers here soon because we're running out of planes. But, okay, one more torpedo bomber run, or maybe even dive bomber run would take him out. So, yeah, let's launch the other fighters. Okay, yeah, we only have... No, it looks like we're... Okay, the Black Amalfi was sunk, so that's good. Looks like... Yeah, they've taken out our battleship, a cruiser, and a destroyer. Okay, there comes their Kagero. I need to get out of here. So I'm going to launch my dive bombers towards the Amalfi, but I'm going to start getting out of here, because there comes a Kagero. Okay, let's... Defensive AA. No. That was just a fighter squadron or something. So yeah, as you can see, the auto secondaries are already kicking in at this range, so that's pretty good. Okay. There's my torpedo bomber and dive bombers. So, okay, I'm going to stop actually a little bit here because let's actually get the torpedo bombers out on this guy. Hopefully, where are the torpedoes? They're going to miss. Okay, Okay, the Kagero looks like he's... No, he's not stupid. He's turning away. He is kind of stupid. He took some of my torps. Oh, there's a Benson. Yeah, I think we've lost this one, but... There goes the auto secondaries, though. Which, see, it's nice you don't have to worry about secondaries when you're aircraft flying. I'm about to die, I might as well just get the range up some more with the auto secondaries. I'm going to turn away, though. We would have won on points, probably, eventually, because of the... Yeah, but it's over. Let's try and survive till the end, though. We're still getting secondary hits. Yeah, I got it. Oh, we would have died right after. Anyways, I got MVP. Well, not... Well, on my team, I got Battlestar, but yeah, you can do a lot of damage in these things with the auto secondaries. I didn't get to use them much because I was mostly playing long-range carrier, but yeah, you can do 67,000 damage. Let's see. The guns did, we don't have main battery. Secondaries did 4,000, torpedoes did 27, bombs did 34, and we did 1,000 of flooding. So, yeah, it's actually pretty decent. So... Yeah, that's the August von Parseval. Sorry this video was a bit long, but thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I'll bring back BeamNG Drive next week, don't worry. Make sure and bring it back. And if I missed anything, let me know down below in the comments. Also, real quick, I want to apologize for last week. I was talking about the Giulio Cesare, and I actually looked at the historic camouflage, and I was like... minus maximum main battery shell dispersion. Why would you want to minus that? But in reality, it reduces your shell dispersion. Anyways, that's just a side note. But thank you guys for watching. I would definitely recommend the German carriers. I mean, if you're a historic person that only wants historic things, you wouldn't want these because none of them are real. But they're probably, honestly, the most OP carriers in the game. Some of the most OP. So, because with all their ship skills and auto secondaries and AP bombs, But basically the way the tech tree line ship reviews will go is I will review all of the ones I have in my shipyard, like all these ones, you know, all that stuff. If you want me to review one that I don't own currently, like that I've unlocked but I don't own, like say the Bayern or whatever, then you can just say down below in the comments and I'll buy it and review it for you guys. But we're pretty much just going to do the ones in the shipyard. Anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, like the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy your sail in these German carriers, and we'll see you in the next one.